Well, that's racist.
Never thought I would be doing this, but I am doing this. First of all, happy holidays! Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to get to the Christmas special. Stupid fucking family vacations. Well, if it isn't kart games. There is such a huge amount of kart games out there with our favorite franchises, or least favorite franchises. But they all come out shitty. Of course, one of the most popular is Mario Kart. Many people think that Mario Kart was like one of the first karting games, and that's not really true. There were others like Power Drift, but Mario Kart really made it popular to add your favorite characters and have them all just race against each other. Sega is sort of new to this genre, as their first one was released in 2010. But I have to say, what's with all the long names? I know that's a small thing to pick on, but come on, the title of this video has 70% of Sega's game. Couldn't it just be called Sonic Racers? But yeah, we should probably get into the review now, so let's go. No, wait, gotta blast up. Let's a blast! Mario Kart 8 has a pretty wide selection of characters. Of course, they're only first-party characters and not like third. Come on, Nintendo, where are they? Where is Star Fox and Metroid? Jesus, even throw some Pokemon in there, come on! It's funny because Nintendo owns them. Of course, my personal favorite is Silver Mario and Rose Gold Peach. Nintendo, be careful. We're gonna sue them! For Sonic, it's a little bit different. You get a more vast diversity of characters that aren't just owned by Sega. So you got TF2 and Wreck-It Ralph, which I guess was some sort of partnership Disney had to advertise the character for the movie because, you know, they both came out around the same time. And does anyone else find it a little bit weird that a Nintendo character is in the same movie as a Sega character? I mean, come on, Disney had to approach Nintendo and Sega about this. But I would have to say that my favorite is the taxi guy from that crazy taxi game. That was a good choice. I know Sega owns that, but you know, that was a good choice there. Unlike Mario Kart for the Wii, Mario Kart 8 is sort of disappointing when it comes to the balloon battle and the coin collection, because what they basically did is they took the tracks from the racing mode and just changed the game mode basically. They didn't do any specific battle maps. They basically just recycled the tracks. I don't know if it was out of laziness or if they didn't see a purpose, but who else remembers Mario Kart on the Wii and all those battle tracks? Those were amazing. It's still fun just like it was in the past. It's just the maps are sort of disappointing. But Sega, on the other hand, succeeded. The battle mode that they have similar to the balloon fight has maps that are specifically made for that game mode. And it has another game mode similar to Capture the Flag, and I also enjoy playing that one. Wish Mario Kart had that. If there's someone out there that doesn't know anything about Mario Kart, one of the good things about the power-ups is that they are familiar, and they're sort of common sense. Of course, most of them don't function the same. Like, the mushroom doesn't make you big, it makes you go fast for a couple of seconds. But other than that, everything else is more familiar. And they're all pretty useful in their own ways. The banana has to be the most useless, but also still the most useful. And of course, our friendly star is the most useful. The red shell is also useful, and so is that blue shell destroying the first place. Dun, 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 ching, I am the one. For Sega, there are some exclusives, like the glove that catches most of the objectiles, and yeah, there are wasps, and you don't want to mess with them. This rover acts sort of like the red shell, and the fireworks sort of acts like the green shell. So yeah, some things are familiar, just as different objects, but have the same purpose. Oh boy, there's so many combinations when it comes to Mario Kart's kart and motorcycle selection. All sorts of wheels and gliders and bodies of the car that you can change. And on some parts of the platform of tracks, your car turns into a hover flying car and it can defy gravity. For Sega, it's less about customization and more about transforming. So yes, these cars do transform into planes and boats instead of the car just going underwater, lol, or just gliding for a couple of seconds, lol. When it comes down to both of these games, it really comes down to if you're a Sonic fan or a Mario fan. It also depends if you want to customize your karts and which characters you want to unlock, whether it's Nintendo characters or these third-party and Sega characters, and about what power-ups you want, and the certain game modes. When it comes down to power-ups, Nintendo wins that, for having more useful power-ups and more power-ups that will help you instead of it being a hit or miss. For game mode, it has to go to Sega. I have no idea at all why Nintendo, like I said earlier, did not make separate maps for the coin and balloon battles. That was totally not okay. It's not that they're unplayable again, it's just that it's not an arena type of flash map. I can't say that Sega or Nintendo wins the character selection because there are a great list of characters for both of them, so that will have to be a tie. For vehicles, it has to go to Nintendo for those people who enjoy customizing. For the people who don't really care about customizing, it would have to go to Sega. I'm not gonna say this is a tie, but in terms of what type of player you are, that's who will win. So personally, I enjoy Mario Kart 8. It just hooks me all the time. But when I want to feel fast and get some action and play some of those game modes that I really can't on Mario Kart 8, then I choose Sonic Racers. I'm not gonna call it by its full name, I already forgot it. Who do you think won? But yeah guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.